Welcome, everybody. Come in and have a seat.
Come on down. Have a seat. Okay. Where are we now? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're teaching you how to buy a house in 2024.
All right. So keep spinning, huh?
You're spinning?
Spinning ball of death.
Okay, we got people logging in. Thank you very much for being here. We're going to teach you how to buy a house in 2024. I'm going to talk to you about interest rates. We're going to tell you what the interest rates are. Fed is speaking again today. Fed spoke yesterday. And the Fed said something kind of scary, kind of cool. He said in front of Congress, he said, hey, listen, we are not in a hurry to get this economy under control. We might have to hit the pause button longer. Which, ironically, made the rates come down just a touch. Because there's an uncertainty. And right now the uncertainty I believe was when CPI came in too high and PCE came in right about par, they were afraid that we might go back up. And the uncertainty spread spiked. And we know this because we have files that we're working on and the rates went, whoa! And we're like, hey, ooh, this sucks. That sucks as a loan officer. But Jerome Powell is in front of Congress yesterday and he's in front of Congress today. And today he's saying, hey, listen, we do think we have a pretty good control of this. It's not going to happen fast. It's going to happen slow and steady. And we believe we're on track for the soft landing. That's what they call it, soft landing. So what that means is that their uncertainty has been removed from the market and the yield spread between the 10-year yield and the mortgage rates is kind of stabilizing, and we've seen it tick down just a little bit here and there. What do you think?
So here's what he's saying. Here's what Lee's saying right now is that they're pausing still and they're not bringing down rates, because if they bring down rates too fast, it's kind of like eating a bunch of sugar for breakfast and then you take off and then you crash. So a lot of the economists out there saying, well, if we adjust the rate down too far too fast, it's going to stimulate too much and we're going to have an even bigger problem in the near future. When I say near future, somewhere inside of 10 years. 10 years, a crash of sorts or something that goes negative in the economy or with housing or something, just something big. It's going to be economic though. So I kind of agree with it. I mean, I don't want it because it affects our business. Mm-hmm. So as the rates stay up, business is harder on us. When rates come down, business is easier on us. But looking at the big picture, looking at the country, probably better if they take it slow and we feel the effect a little longer for the greater good to have a better future.
Good news is third quarter's coming no matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing. Yep. Third quarter's coming. And when you understand this is a long game, people are like, hey, should I refinance? Should I do a FHA Streamline right now? Should I do a VA IRRRL right now? I actually got advertisements come into my account that said, hey, you might want to start looking into a VA IRRRL. And I'm sitting there going, why would you think about that right now? That's just crazy. A VA IRRRL at this point, in my opinion, for most people, not a good thing. Yes, you ask a question. DeJavio Riel? Yes. Swig wife, ask questions. We're here to answer your questions. Licensed loan officer Chris, NMLS
1066958.
Licensed loan officer Lee Duran 944254. We're here to answer your questions. The New American Funding is putting out their rates. The current rate for 15 years, 5.75. For a 30-year, 6.25 conventional, 5.875 FHA, 5.875 VA. That is not your rate. That is not your quote. I can only give you your quote after I pull your credit, calculate your income, and build your file.
Ask your real estate question, guys.
Yep,
ask real estate questions, ask mortgage questions, rate questions, program questions, and let's do a commercial.
Oh, if you need a badass loan, call Badass Loan Officer. You can reach your badass loan officers, Chris and Lee, that work at New American Funding by texting the phone numbers on the screen. We often save deals that are going south. We're saving one right now, as of yesterday, I think, that went south. They met us on this, and we're making it happen. Call us. We're here for you. Do you do loans in Virginia? Yes, I do.
Ooh, yeah.
Funded 2 probably in the last few months. Both military guys, active duty military guys, got them in their houses. Love doing business. I've actually got some good realtors in Virginia, Illinois, all 50 states. Yes, we do. Steph Doler 68. If you've got any specific questions about Illinois, we can help you. Pennsylvania, Easy More. Ezra, and what is that?
Ezra Moore?
Ezra Moore, Pennsylvania. Yes, we do. Commercial. No, we don't. That one just fell off the cliff.
Someone for you.
Yeah, we can broker it out. We can send you to somebody. We won't be your actual loan officers, though. We don't have our license number will not go on that. By the way, that's how you know if your loan officer is on there. Their NMLS number has to be on the loan because of the Dodd-Frank law.
SWVG wife. I was approved for an FHA. I gave my taxes, but now I just started a new job. Been on the job since December. What's the question, SWG wife? I think she's saying, can I still buy a house?
I think
Florida.
so, yeah.
Oh, she's
absolutely.
in Florida.
Florida, we love Florida.
Good.
Really love Florida. Love Florida. Love Florida. Used to live in Miami, South Beach, Miami. Love that place. Such a party place. Oh
Braxton,
my God. Yeah.
gonna try to finance my grandparents' old home, 100K in South Carolina. First responders and hospital workers? Question mark. I don't know what that question is.
I think he's saying.
Do we help first responders?
I think that's what he's
We
asking.
do not discriminate, man. I don't care if you're a first responder or a last responder. I don't care if you work at the supermarket or the stock market. We will help you. Absolutely 100%.
Okay.
100K in South Carolina. That's a good start, man. I love it.
Yep.
So can I still buy a house?
Yes, probably. Yeah, probably yes. SWVG wife.
Yeah.
Probably yes. Probably yes. The only reason you wouldn't is if you went from W-2 to 1099. If you went from W-2 to 1099, starts a new clock. I need a 2-year work history. But if you went the other way, from 1099 to W-2, can I make that work?
Yeah.
All day long, right?
Immediately.
All day, every day.
Immediately. So what he's saying is, if you're self-employed and you're like, hey, I'm gonna give this hell, I'm gonna go self-employed and try to, do my thing, and it just doesn't work out, and you go back to being an employee, you can buy right away. But if you're an employee and you decide to go self-employed, you gotta wait 2 years.
Braxton.
2 new years.
Braxton. I was unsure of any special programs near Myrtle Beach. Now, here's the thing. Special programs. Sometimes I'm a fan. Sometimes I'm not a fan. Because they all come with a catch. There's no free money anywhere. So if you think that's happening, Braxton, it's not. There's always some type of catch. Always some type of catch. Always some type of catch. Even on a VA loan. What's the catch on a VA loan? Well, you have to have signed a dotted line that says you have to go to war if necessary and die for your country. That's the catch, kind of a big catch. If you go conventional, conforming, USDA, FHA, and you do a zero down program, the zero down programs, they're going to say, hey, listen, you know that $400,000 house that you were qualified to buy? We'll give you the down payment, but only for $320,000. But why would you do that? Because we're actually giving you the down payment. We're not going to let you redline it and give you the down payment. That makes sense, right? So it does. There's a catch to all of it. And most of them are silent seconds, which means it's not free money. Everybody thinks that they are getting free money when they look at a program. Oh, I want my free money. There's no free money. There is no free money. There's a catch. Always a catch.
Diego Villarreal, how do you qualify to get down payment assistance and closing cost assistance if possible?
Okay, that's Diego Villarreal. Diego Villarreal. Okay, so let's just say I'm in California. I'm also in Texas. We do business in all 50 states. But let's just say you're in California and you wanted to buy a $500,000 house. There's a program in California called Dream for All. And Dream for All will get you 20%. So of that 500,000, they will get you $100,000. $100,000. Sounds amazing, right? Sounds amazing.
I think so.
I think so too. But then you read the fine print. And Diego Villarreal, here's what they say. Hey, listen, we're getting you $100,000. Yeah. Good news. We got a house together. What do you mean we got a house together? Yeah, you and the state of California own a house together.
You and Nancy Pelosi.
Well, what does that mean? Well, it means we want our $100,000 back. Well, how do you want the $100,000 back? Oh, no worries. We don't have to get it right today or tomorrow or next year or 2 years from now. But when you refinance or you sell it, we want our $100,000 back with shared appreciation. If that house went up 100%, we get our piece. And by the way, we get first out. If there's not enough money to pay both of us, we get paid first. Now, that's a zero down program. And that's most zero down programs. They're just skinnier versions. So like there's one that has down payment and closing costs. That's called the Cal Halfa with a zip, right? Cal Halfa with a zip. Cal Halfa with a zip. So they will give you 5% or 6%? 6%. They'll give you 6%.
And 3% for closing costs.
3%, yeah. 3% for down, 3% for closing costs. But guess what? They jack up your interest rate and it's a silent second. You have to pay it back. You don't get it for free. There is no free money. There's another one. Then people go, I'll think the system. I'll go for a grant. Are there grants out there? Oh, better than a silent second. I'm going for a grant. Is there a grant out there? There's a program out there called Platinum. And it's a grant program. And it's a forgivable grant program, which means after year 1, you get forgiven 33%. After year 2, you get forgiven 33%. And after year 3, the final 33%. All right, I want that program. All right, cool. Well, interest rates are 6.25 and your grant is coming at 7.5. Why is that interest rate so high? Because there's no free money. They're making it back through the payment of the interest. So, are there programs out there? Yes, there are. Are they good programs? I think some of them are appropriate or inappropriate. Appropriate or inappropriate. If it means the difference between you not getting a house and getting a house, I say do it. But if you can do it without the program, all day long, every day.
Coolberries 94. Guys, get a lot of questions. Hang tight with us. Don't go anywhere.
We are not going to forget you. Yes.
Question, okay?
Roland, JZR, Senior. What's up? We want to help you guys.
Coolberries 94. Got approved for an FHA loan. Family member just backed out on gifting us down payment. Anything we can do.
Coolberries, we help people with stuff like this all the time. All the time. So the quickest thing you can see is, hey, if I was depending on a gift, try and get a gift from somebody else. That's a thought. Has to be a family member. That's a thought. 401k, that's a thought. IRA, that's a thought. 457, that's a thought. If it was for closing costs, seller concession, that's a thought. Realtor pays their commission. Ooh, realtors hate when I say that. That's a thought. Lender pays part of the closing costs through points. That's a thought. There's about 50 different thoughts I can come up with. But we have to think about the whole scenario and how to pull this thing together. Yes, there are ways to do that.
All right. J22 in California, I'm making $45,000 a year. I pay no rent and have zero debt, 700 credit score.
Great job, J22. Glad to hear it.
Nena 912, follow the host.
Thank you very much, Nena 12. We are here for you guys, trying to help you get a house in 2024.
Mohammed Rizwan, 12-month bank statement loan program. Work for VA2. I work for DoorDash 1099.
Ooh, that's a good question. You won't with a VA loan? Bank statement? Bank statement's a different program than VA loan. So bank statement, it's a different vertical. So you have to go down the bank statement program. Can we prove your income with bank statements on a VA loan? Probably not, but we can report it and then make sure that reporting goes so that you can get the VA loan. So we haven't filed your taxes yet. Hopefully you haven't. And if that's the case, talk with us because we can help you. And by the way, remember, if we're doing self-employed or 1099, we can add back in depreciation and depletion. So if we do taxes and you say you make 100 grand, but I lost 50,000 to depreciation. As a loan officer, I can add that 50 grand back in, still made 100 grand. Only pay taxes on 50 grand.
There's a lot of avenues for you to go, Muhammad. You just got to figure out.
A lot of them, man.
Get in touch with us. Get in touch with us. Here's our phone numbers. Screenshot this right now, and we'll figure out the best avenue for you. This is for everyone. If you're interested in calling us or talking to us, screenshot this right now. Send us a message. We'll get back to you when we're done. Next person.
Jen Lopez, 52, sent us a rose. Thank you, Jen Lopez.
Roses.
We appreciate you. What documents are needed for approval? 2 years taxes. 2 years taxes. Most recent paycheck stub. Most recent bank statement. That's it. You do if you're a United States citizen. If you're not, then I need ITIN number and a few other programs. Did I miss something?
After you send that, he'll say, now send your W-2s.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I'm imagining
Or
that when you
1099s.
send your 1040s, your W-2s are attached to your 1040s. So I'd say
They assume that, too.
80%. Yeah, 80%
It
of
never is.
It's never.
It never is.
No,
Look
happened to
for
me
it.
yesterday.
Make sure they're
Dude,
in
what'd you
there.
do? Happened to
I
me
always
yesterday.
mess stuff up.
Hey,
Ryan's in the
J22,
house.
J22.
What's up, Ryan? You
I
always
like
make me
free
smile.
money, dude. Free money,
Always makes me
Ryan.
smile,
Ryan. We
Welcome
want you.
back, man.
Welcome.
Braxton, we were looking at the USDA, but not sure.
What? Yeah, Navy Mom Donna's on Ver. Appreciate you. I see you there. USDA is geographically driven. You have to go to USDA.gov, some version of that. Put in the address. If it's okay to finance that, then it's okay to finance. Then you need a lender that's approved. We are approved. So then, once the property is given a green light, then we start the loan for you.
Asian Jim, hola, ¿cómo estás?
Oh, dude, Asian Jim speaking Spanish, dude. You like that?
Yeah.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Domo arigato.
Ryan said Chris loves Dream for All.
Chris loves Dream for All. Chris
Man.
does, yeah, dude. You
Jen
love
Lopez.
Dream for All.
Jen Lopez says she's on Social Security. Can she still buy a house in California?
It depends on how much Social Security you're getting. It's all loans are driven off of income. All loans are driven off of income. So it doesn't matter where you get your income from. If you do illegal things and you report the income, the IRS doesn't give a shit. The bank will go, cool, I don't care where you get it. And we have income that we report, we pay taxes on. Yes, we can do it. Social Security, because it's tax-free, I can actually gross that up. What? Yes, gross it up because you don't owe any taxes on it.
Amy Simmons said, you do Maryland?
We do Maryland. We love doing loans in Maryland. We love doing loans in Maryland.
TikToker said, hello, my wife and I are Fold B.
All right,
Right
Fold
on.
B, man. We're here for you, Fold B.
I'm Fold C.
I just called. Hey, I got news for you, SGW wife. We cannot answer. Do you know why? Because we're actually live.
We're here with
Yeah,
you.
we're here for you right now answering the questions. By the way, copycat accounts suck. We're getting a lot of copycat accounts. I don't know why, but we're getting a ton of copycat accounts.
You're real famous.
And I've got friends, clients, whatever we call viewers, fans. I don't know what we call everybody here. I like to think they're all friends, but sometimes there's haters in here. So what? Love my haters. So they're sending me screenshots going, hey, is this you? Is this you? Is this you? And I'm like, no. They're offering me advice. I'm like, no. So from now on, we're telling everybody we're going live from 11 to 12, from 11:30 to 12:30 Pacific Standard Time. And if you want real answers, you can ask us live. But the problem with that is if you call me, can't answer while I'm live. We'll answer after though.
There you go. Ryan, that's insane, especially with the rates too high. LOL, locked into that 7.5 for life.
Oh, dude,
LOL.
7.5. No, we don't want to lock in for 7.5 for life. Everybody's going to refinance. Everybody's going to refinance. Anybody who bought a house right now or in the last year, in about 12 months, there's going to be this refinance boom because everybody, why would you not take that loan and go, hey, I'm paying $4,000 a month. I can pay $3,500 by just signing some papers. Done. Everybody's going to refinance.
Melanie. Dang, this thing jumps. I hate
Yeah,
it.
I
I'm
know.
about
We
to
got a lot of
read it.
people. I appreciate all of you guys.
How about Minnesota?
We do Minnesota. We do all 50 states. We are here for you.
Nate, standard deduction for only 2 months of mortgage payments.
I don't know what that means. You?
Standard deduction for only 2 months of mortgage payments. Not sure what you're saying,
I don't
Nate.
know. Yeah.
Liz
Mom
M.
Life. Appreciate you. Mom Life Maestro. Hey, she's a maestro.
Lisa
Yeah.
M. Ask about side hustles. What's that about?
El Turcoro. Side hustle. Here's the quick story, okay? We do loans for people all the time. And we get to see all different types of income. We have people that make fortunes. I have a girl who makes $357,000 base salary, plus stocks, plus bonuses. And I'm sitting there going, oh my God, that's insane. That's crazy. Congratulations. Good for you. There's some crazy incomes that we see. One day I'm doing a loan. And this girl says, hey, listen, I do a side hustle. Can I use the money? And I said, how long have you been doing it for? She says, a little over 2 years. And I said, okay, cool. How much money do you make? She says, I didn't make that much money for the last year and a half, but in the last 6 months, I made a boatload of cash. Boatload. And I said, okay, so tell me about this boatload of cash. She says, X amount. And she goes, can I use that as income? Now, I use the guidelines, and I'm like, hey, we can, but we can only use this much. here's what I recommend. We pay off a little bit of your liabilities with this extra asset that you have, because you have asset now. And then we buy down the rate a little bit, get you qualified for a house. Boom, we're in a house. Okay, by the way, what is that side hustle? And she says, I do digital marketing. I said, what's digital marketing? And she goes, you know, when you buy something on Amazon, there's usually somebody who sent you there. There's a whole bunch of different things in digital marketing. And I said, okay, can anybody do it? She goes, anybody can, but it's some work. So Chris and I said, all right, let's figure this out, because I need to know something to tell people so that you can make extra money. So we vetted a whole bunch of things. We're going to be an affiliate for this, or sell shoes, or sell this, or sell something. And we said, you know what? We're going to go with this. What is it called?
Online digital marketing.
Yeah, direct.
Roadmap to Riches.
But Roadmap to Riches is the one we're selling. It's Roadmap to Riches, and it's master resale rights. We dug in and found all these things. Now, master resale rights means that you're selling something that once you own it, you've got the ability to resell it for the same price. It's not multi-level marketing, and it's not affiliate marketing, because nobody else gets paid off of what you get. Once you buy it, you buy the rights to resell it. That's called master resale rights. It's a little bit different, but we do teach people how to do this. Have we made money at it?
Yes.
Have we gotten checks out of nowhere?
Yes.
Have we gotten deposits in the account?
Yes.
So, yes, it works. Is it replacing our primary income?
No.
No. It's
Well,
side money.
maybe.
Maybe somewhere in the future. But we make a good living as loan officers. So this is just adds to, and I wanted to actually make sure it works before we tell anybody about it. And we literally talk with people on the phone and say, here's what it is. By the way, if you're looking for set it and forget it, don't do it. You'll be mad at us. You'll be mad at everybody. It is work. You have to put in 1 hour a day minimum. He says 2. I probably agree with that. 2 hours a day for the first 90 days. And you have to really learn it, really put it in there. But if you do, you will get checks. We've gotten checks. You do it correctly. And if you've got some type of marketing, even a little bit of marketing underneath you, you're going to make money.
All right. So Muhammad said no for Virginia, I meant. So yes, we do Virginia.
Yes, we do Virginia.
Do we do Hawaii?
Yes.
Chicago?
That's Illinois, but yes.
Florida?
Yes.
South Carolina?
Yes.
New York City?
Yes.
Boston?
Yes.
Los Angeles?
Boston's in what city?
It doesn't matter. Do you do it?
Yes, I do all of them.
Yeah.
All 50 states.
All cities and counties
Yes.
in those states, guys.
And here's a pop quiz. How many
States in the
Thank
union?
you. Thank you. States in the union. How many states in the United States? I was just saying countries in the United States.
How many countries?
How
are
many
right
countries
here?
in the United States? How many states in the union? How many states in the union? There's a lot of people who didn't quite understand that, but I'll give you a little bit of a hint. We do all 50. So anyway, moving on.
Braxton, so you cover South Carolina?
Yes, South
Also,
Carolina,
when I go
cool.
to make the purchase later this year, will I do directly with you?
You will directly, if you wish to deal directly with either Chris or myself, you will. We do have a big team, by the way. We've got 5 other licensed loan officers who work with us for all of the clients that we get. Let's shout out. They're all badass. By the way, we meet every day. So what? Get shout out to the names. Ryan. Boom. Sean. Gordon. Aurora. Jerry. Martha. Chris.
Lee.
That's 8. So there's 8 of us together that will do your loans. But if you wanted to do it with just, hey, I want Lee to do my loan. Cool. I'll put you on the thing. We'll get you going.
You can put him on the thing?
What? On the freaking file, man. On the
Melanie
file.
said down payment and closing costs available in Minnesota?
Yes, there's a program in Minnesota. I just did a video on it not that long ago. It's income driven. You have to make over this and under this. It depends on your county, though. County.
Ryan said, do I have to prepay my insurance for the year during closing?
Yes.
Woo! Gabriel Fonseca, do you guys offer a side hustle?
Yes, we do. We talked about it for a little while. Gabriel.
Tell them about
and
this.
If you want, hey, just go to one of these, Money Mentor Chris or Lee Money Mentor. Just go to those accounts and you'll see what the side hustle is from day one all the way through today.
Boom. TikToker, relocating to Florida, bartenders from New York, new job. How long do I need to work to get a loan?
So relocating to Florida and your bartenders. So if you've been a bartender for over 2 years and you got a job day one in Florida. By the way, I was a bartender in Florida when I was in a younger year. It was amazing. So anyway, so if you got a job in Florida, your first paycheck, ready to go.
The reason why his collar and his cuffs are white because that's all he used to wear.
That's all I wear. What?
He didn't even wear the shirt part. Dude, you're a
I'm
freak.
not gonna talk about that.
I'm gonna talk about it.
I'm not gonna talk about it.
Okay,
Dude,
TikTok.
you're my friend. You're not supposed to tell anybody.
Y'all help Texas residents.
Not only do I help y'all, I live with y'all. My primary residence is on Lake Travis, Texas.
But have you flown in a helicopter after the pigs?
Not yet.
What about you?
Not yet. Not yet. I want to.
I want to.
Yeah, we just closed a loan in Texas like a week ago, maybe 10 days ago. We close loans in Texas all the time. Yes, we love Texas.
Plastic surgery. Oh my God. I lost 2 times with neighborhood loans, bought the home, now selling it. What about Texas?
Love Texas.
So plastic surgery, I think you need to call us.
Yeah, we need. If you need a badass loan, call a badass loan officer. You can reach your badass loan officer at New American Funding. Chris and Lee are your badass loan officers at New American Funding. This is going to disappear in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bye.
Boom.
By the way, copycat accounts suck.
Suck.
If you want to actually get answers, you'll see us live every day from 11:30 to 12:30 Pacific Standard Time. You do the math. I'm going to trust you're smart enough.
And if someone is trying to get your business through a different, what are they called? Feed?
Account? Yeah.
Account.
Feed,
we only have one account.
Yeah.
We only have one Chris and Lee account. Plus, we have our phone numbers here, so if something doesn't seem right, just call us.
Hello from Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati, one of my favorite sitcoms in the 80s. Cincinnati, WKRP.
In
Cincinnati.
I was trying to remember it.
WKRP.
I don't even know what it's about.
Yeah, WKRP. Yeah.
TikToker. So you only need 2 years of job and 700 credit score to get a loan relocating to Florida. No, that is incorrect. Yes, you need 2 years on the job, but you don't need a $700 credit score. You need at least a 580 or better, but 700, I would say if you did have a 700 credit score, you're already approved. We just need to figure out the amount.
Yep.
Jay Czar. For the DREAM program, my parents have a house in Puerto Rico. Does that count as first gen? That's a great question.
That's a very good question, Jay. I will actually have to pull guidelines on that. Yeah, most of the things I can cite off the top of my head because we do a lot of loans, but that one is...
I'm going to go on a limb and I'm going to say no, it doesn't count. No, it doesn't count.
Meaning he can do the loan.
Meaning he can do the loan.
Yes,
yeah.
I think you're right because it's going to be...
Puerto Rican territory. How can we pull that data?
Yeah, there's no way we can pull the data. By the way, the underwriters pull data that the loan officers don't have access to. Name one.
Nexus Lexus.
Nexus Lexus. Name another one.
Data reports.
Data reports. Name another one. Cavers.
Cavers.
Name another one. I don't know about either. 4506T. Yeah, we can't pull 4506T. So the underwriters, when you guys give us all the data, let's say you say, hey, Lee, I make $100,000 a year. And I say, well, thank you. I love your 1040 that says you make $100,000 a year. And then I submit it to the underwriter. The underwriter then has you sign a piece of paper that says 4506T. Allows them to ask the IRS what your transcripts look like. And then they say, hey, Mr. Transcripts, what do these look like? And they pull it. And if it says $100,000, all is great. But if it says $50,000 on the IRS and the one you gave me says $100,000, they don't tell me. They just say, hey, Lee, you know that Jane Doe loan you were working on? Yeah, you just stop. Just stop. I'm like, why? Just stop. Because they catch this stuff, man. There's ways they catch this stuff. Anyway, moving forward.
Gabriel Fonseca, what is the side hustle?
We just covered that.
Ryan, that's so messed up. Dream for All can't refinance unless you pay that 100 G's back.
That's correct, Ryan. Yeah. So when people are thinking, hey, free money. By the way, if you go on this app meaning Instagram app, meaning TikTok app, meaning Facebook app, and meaning YouTube app, you will see loan officers going, listen, you don't want to miss the Dream for All program. It's the greatest thing. And I am an authorized lender. I'm an authorized loan officer for the Dream for All program.
I'm special.
It's amazing. I'm special. You should come to me because I can get you $100,000. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. First off, all the major banks are authorized because it's CalHFA. Any big bank is authorized with CalHFA. Any big bank is authorized with CalHFA. So they're correct. A little tiny startup bank or a broker may not be authorized. But the big banks are all CalHFA authorized. And then it's not that great of a program. Do you do Dream payments in California? Dream Down. Cindy, Dream Down? Yes. We do, yeah, CalHFA, New American Funding is CalHFA authorized. We can do the Dream for All program. We talk about it A lot. Am I a big fan? Not really a big fan. Not big fan. Do I hate it? Don't really hate it. I don't really hate it. It's kind of strange. It's like, hey, you need a root canal? Yeah. Well, if you need it, and you better get it. But if you don't need it, don't get it.
Yeah, agreed. Got a lot of questions.
Yep.
Everybody hang in there.
We're
We'll get
working
to
with-
every single one of your questions. TikToker, what about bartenders that don't show a lot of income? Can they relocate to Florida? So that's self-employed situation and tips.
Yeah.
The problem with that, guys, is a lot of those tips go straight into your pockets and
Yeah.
you're not claiming them on taxes, and that
Yeah.
could be a challenge. That being said, you know the phone numbers.
Yeah.
Give us a call. We can
Yeah.
talk it through. We can let you know where you stand.
Yeah, remember that the government is sponsoring most of your loans. FHA is a direct government program. VA is a direct government program. USDA is a direct government program. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are both called GSEs, government-sponsored entity, because the government does somewhat fund them and does have a say on the underwriting guidelines. So you can't tell the IRS, which is the government, I don't make a lot of money, and then turn the other way and look at the bank and say, hey, bro, trust me, I make a lot of money. It doesn't work.
I got some great news, though. Some
What?
fantastic
Good.
news.
What?
Liz has let us know that there are aliens.
What?
Liz.
What?
Thank you, Liz.
Thank you. I
We
appreciate you.
appreciate you.
I think you're right, though. I really do think you're right. I do.
Whit wants to know, does my credit score matter if I have a cosigner with great credit?
Yeah, 100%. Because we take your cosigner's credit and your credit, and then whichever is the lower, we go with that. Unless you're married, in which case I can do a blended credit situation.
Booyah. Dad, example. Can I get an LLC, get a mortgage?
Can a new LLC get a mortgage? So LLCs is a corporate loan. It's not a Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA, VA, USDA. It's not that type of loan. So can it get a mortgage? I don't know, because I don't do corporate loans. I do know that the underwriting process is somewhat the same, but the corporation has to be in existence long enough, assets, income, valuation, all kinds of stuff.
Ray, what kind of interest am I looking at with an 803 FICO and $164,000 a year?
Ray, you got a great file. I mean, gold file.
Yes.
So, Ray, I'm going to tell you something. And Ray, you should really listen to this, because this is very important. Your interest rate right now is not that important. What? How dare you say that? You're a loan officer. You're correct. I'm a loan officer. How dare I say that? Because in about 12 to 18 months, everybody's going to refinance. Everybody. It only makes sense. There's no reason to pay the banks a ridiculous amount of money. And the banks know it. So you know what the banks do in order to mitigate that situation? They don't give you really big incentives, and they make their money up front, because they know this loan's only going to be around for 12 months, maybe 18 months. So they make their money up front. So when you say, hey, what's my best rate? I can tell you right now that if you went to New American Funding website, you would see a 15-year rate at 5.75%.
Wow.
What? Conventional.
Wow.
5.75. You'd see FHA at 5.875. Now, if you look at the little asterisk there, it would say you must have an 800 FICO, which you do. You must have a great DTI, which based on your income, you do. And you must buy down the rate. And I would say that's not the best move. No, yes, you can get a great rate. You can get, dude, you can get 5.875 FHA right now. But if you ask me for the big picture, I would say no. In fact, I'd prefer you be at a 7.8. What? 7.875. Why would you prefer that? Well, because if you take the 7.875, instead of having to buy down the rate for 10 grand, we'll actually give you 10 grand. Now you have 20 grand. Okay, so that's 20 grand that you didn't have before. And let's say that that move costs you $200 a month extra in payment. What? Well, now you take that $200 a month and you start chipping away at that 20 grand. And you know what? You will not pass 18 months before you refinance. And because of that, you made money and gamed the bank. What? But it doesn't look, if you have to really understand math to do that.
Check out Blake Young.
Uh-oh.
Check out Blake Young.
These guys have no clue what they're talking about.
Hi,
Blake
Blake.
Young, man, we appreciate you, Blake. Thank you very much, Blake. I dig my haters, man. I dig my haters. I do. Blake, 944-254, NMLS number, license, what's yours?
1066958.
Yeah, that's it, man. We got our license numbers. We're here for you. Blake, come at me. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Please teach me. I tell everybody. Hey, I've been in finance since 1992. 1992. But I'm always willing to learn from somebody who knows more. So if you can prove you know more, I get humble real fast. Real fast. But if you can't, sit down, son. You might learn something.
Manny, when you refinance, do they check your credit?
Yes, most of the time, unless it's an FHA Streamline or a VA Earl. But according to Bad Boy, we don't know what we're talking about.
Gabriel Fonseca.
Dude, what's his name? I gotta have his name here. What's his name again? Blake. According to Blake, I know what we're talking about. So,
Blake.
Yeah, 660 credit score, 100K annual, 5K down, 1,000 debt. Can you get an FHA loan for a triplex in Florida for 900K? So I'm going to tell you right now that real fast math, and Blake's gonna shoot at me. I'm gonna love this. Real fast math. $100,000 of debt. I'm sorry, 1,000 of debt in month. Call that 12 months. That's 12,000. Then I take away double that, 24,000. So now I'm looking at your 115K. And I'm going to get rid of that 115K by 24,000 and call it about 86,000. That's how much I will be able to qualify you for, 86,000. Will $86,000 get me a triplex in Florida for 900K? I can tell you that the loan limit will probably work, and if the rent from the other 2 units can offset for the only 86K, probably yes. I'm going to say probably yes. The 5% down is going to be the problem. The 5K down. Here's why. Because you can get a triplex at 5% down. $900,000 triplex, well, you know what that down is? What do you think?
45 G's.
Yeah, so we're a little shy on that. By about $40,000. But Blake, don't think I know what I'm talking about, man. I'm thinking Blake, man. Do you teach the program? What program? Yes, we teach how to do them. We teach you the down payment assistance programs. We will tell you all about them. We deal with them every day, so we kind of know them pretty well.
Devin Kelly, I just started my business. How long do I need to show revenue?
Devin Kelly, kind of bad news for you. Kind of bad news. The bad news is I need 2 years of tax returns to see how you file your taxes. Blake might know more, but I need 2 years of tax returns before I know what I'm doing. Cool.
All right, guys. Trocero wants to know, wants more info, very interested. So here's what you guys are going to do, is you're going to screenshot this right now.
Mm-hmm.
Here's our phone numbers. You can text us right now and just text us that you're interested in getting a house. Text us that you're on TikTok or Instagram, and then we'll get back to you. Or if you don't want to talk to us, you can go up to the link in our bio, click stand.store. It'll take you, and all you do is apply for home loan now.
Yep.
And you can click on it. You don't even have to talk.
And that's every platform, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We're on all the platforms. By the way, we occasionally get banned from one of them. Yep. We'll be on the others. But we're here for you, getting you a house in 2024, unless you're Blake. If you're Blake, I'm not so sure I want to work with you because you don't think I know what I'm doing.
Blake makes money.
I love this, man. I love this stuff. 3% conventional. Yes, it does exist. Jose Velasquez 7161. 3% conventional sounds cute. It's like one of those sales things. Hey, for a limited time only, you can get 3% conventional loan. Wow. 3% conventional loan is for a first-time home buyer, and it's through Home Ready or Home Possible, Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. However, you can't have owned a home in the last 3 years, and if you have like a 640 FICO score, the MI, the mortgage insurance, is going to be prohibitive. It's going to be ridiculous. If you have an 800 FICO score, probably a better move.
Camacho 94, I do a lot of side hustles. Cash paid, not taxed. How can I verify that for a loan? No paper trail.
Camacho, it's simple, very simple. Drop it in the bank, tell the IRS about it.
He already knows what the problem
Boom,
is.
yeah, you know.
you
know what it is.
Yep.
You know, there's no way to game the system. Don't try. Learn the rules and bend them like an artist.
One of One Bulldog said
Yeah.
you're going to have to report it and pay taxes on it.
That's what One of One Bulldog gets it. Learn the rules and Bend them like an artist. My wife and I are getting a score with a 530 and 550 score. VA loan. VA technically has no FICO requirement. None. There are some loan officers on this platform. I mean Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube saying, hey, well, 620 is what you need. No, if you actually, and you know what? When people say this stuff, it blows me away because everything is Googleable. You can find the VA guidelines. There is no minimum FICO requirement for VA loans. A VA loan is residual driven, not FICO driven. Very unique loan. So congratulations to you guys. I hope you're getting really good. By the way, here's something super important for you, Mr. Veteran. Mr. Veteran, I'm a veteran. My dad's a veteran. My son's active duty Navy. I help veterans all the time. But here's the one big one. The most expensive part of a VA loan is called the VA funding fee. And the VA funding fee can go up to 3.3%. Very expensive, very expensive. And if you don't have a loan officer that knows what he's doing and requests their certificate of eligibility with an exemption, then you may accidentally pay a VA funding fee. This happens because the loan officer didn't know what they were doing. They're like, VA, sure, I could do it. And they don't know what they're looking for. And they get back to COE and it says, hey, yeah. And then they say, what's this VA funding fee? You're like, that's what veterans have to pay, which is kind of true. But if you're service connected at 10% or greater, the VA funding fee is waived. Now, I'd say 70% of the time, the VA solves this within itself. But 30% of the time, it comes back saying non-exempt. And I say, now, wait a minute, Mr. Smith veteran, you told me that you're 20% service connected. Well, yes, Lee. Can you prove it? Cool. Give me the document. Send it to the VA. VA, hey, you're wrong on this certificate of eligibility. Then it comes back, VA 100% exempt. Let me tell you what that means. On a $500,000 loan, a 3.3 funding fee is roughly $18,000. That veteran would pay roughly $18,000 too much. There is actually an industry that goes after and tries to get the money back. There's an industry because LOs mess up. So make sure your LO is really good.
All right. So can you talk about the Dream for All program?
Yes.
Can you do a fast version?
You do it.
Okay. Dream for All. Here's what they're going to do. They're going to give you up to 20% down towards your transaction. They're going to give you 20% of the transaction. I'll put it that way. So if you buy a $500,000 house, they're going to give you $100,000. And that can be for down payment and closing costs. You have to have a 640 or better credit score. You must be a first-time home buyer. What that means is you could not have owned a home in the last 7 years. Your parents also cannot own a home. But if you meet that qualification, you're then going to go into a lottery. So they're going to go, okay, this person can use the program. This person can use the program. It's not just anybody who applies. It's not like it was last time where everyone applied and the money ran out in 2 days or 6 days or something like that. So it's a little different. That being said, Georgina, there are many other programs. You only know about the Dream program because Gavin Newsom all of a sudden wanted to put it out to Californians that act like they're helping people. But the truth is, there's other programs that have always been there, and there's a lot that can help you that are better than this program. So, just my opinion. As a loan officer, I'll just show you everything that you're qualified for, and you pick. Drake, what's your opinion on Equity Prime Mortgage Company? I don't know about them. I know about New American. That's who I work for.
Yeah, so I hope they're good. And more than the company is part of it. Here's the thing. If you go direct lender, they have certain ways to do loans. It's rules. We get on board and I can't go represent for a whole bunch of things. We can't broker through my direct lender. Now, if you go to a broker, they have different rules and the way they get paid is different. So they have to set their commission every quarter with the line that they choose, and then they make that amount of commission. Now, there's ways that they can move the needle both ways. What's better? No one is really better. You should know your loan officer, and here's the catch. This is the catch, and I get this a lot. How do you pick a good loan officer if it's not you guys? And I say, here's the one thing. Find somebody who's not afraid to put it out there. If they have to keep going back, well, I have to check the guidelines. Well, I have to check with my manager. I have to check with the bank. I have to check. Dude, if I was live and I had to check everything, I don't know shit. So I know my stuff. And when you go to the loan officer, there's ways you can make a lot of money. On a $500,000 loan, if you go to a broker, that loan officer could be making 3%. of a $500,000 loan, that's $15,000 for that one loan to close. Now, the problem with that is you had to charge your client extra in interest rate to do it. And when you charge your client extra in interest rate, sooner or later they find out and they never come back to you. So that, to me, is not a good long-term business strategy. The better long-term business strategy is to find a spot where you can land, make a respectable commission, usually between 75 basis points and 150 basis points, and which is about 1% commission. 1% commission. So on that $500,000 loan, you made $5,000 instead of $15,000, but you didn't hurt your client. And when it's time to refinance, that client will come back to you. And when it's time for their friends to get a loan, they'll send them to you. And that's the way you build the long game. But there's some loan officers that play short game. I don't know about that one bank. I do know about the big system.
All right. Siri Hee-Ho, you guaranteeing this on your loan docs?
Guaranteeing what? Guaranteeing what on my loan docs?
Siri Hee-Ho.
Siri Hee-Ho. We can't guarantee anything, Siri Hee-Ho.
Yeah,
like to help you, man. Like to help
Velasquez, can I put 2 owned properties into an LLC?
You can do anything you want. This is America. Hope there's not a loan on it. If there is a loan on it, there's something called a due on sale clause that sometimes gets triggered. Most of the time gets triggered when you change ownership.
Alex Goodman said, haters gonna hate.
Blake Young. Is that by Blake? Blake is just playing, man.
Give me a hard time.
All right, Blake.
Appreciate
you, man. You like set it up.
Do it again.
You set it up and I freaking slam dunk that shit.
Make him cry.
Blake Young, yeah.
Derek Michael, how do you guys even feel about DPA programs like the Shanoa Fund?
You tell him.
It's the same thing we say all the time. Do we love them? No. Are they for everyone? No. But for that one individual that actually uses the program and it was the program they needed to get into the home, is it good for that individual? Yes. And that goes for all the down payment assistance programs because like Lee says every single day for hours at a time, there's a catch. There's a catch. And there is a catch unless you start paying for your own stuff.
Dude, Andy the GOAT is shooting at me underneath, man. He's on the DL shooting at me. Mr. Series 7. What's going on in the market today? Here's the one thing I know for sure. It is moving.
Andy, you're my spirit animal.
Yeah, you're a spirit animal, man. Yeah, Weasel.
I mean,
sorry. I mean, Andy the GOAT. He's a
Andy's
GOAT.
my friend.
He's your GOAT.
Andy's my
Dude,
friend.
he's your GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's a GOAT.
Brian, before 2007, could I get a loan for a $10 million house with no proof of income?
Yeah, do
Probably.
it. Yeah, absolutely. Roll back the hands of time. Let's do
Miss Pena, I never heard back from my agent with New American. Well, then call us.
Yeah, call us. We'll figure it out like right now.
Yeah,
right now. Call us direct.
Do you have a photo of Jerome?
Why do you have a photo of Jerome? Because he's probably the most important person in our business.
These are the pictures out of his wallet.
Yeah, these are. I have these guys.
I have family pics.
And they make here's
these guys.
I don't know if you guys know who this is, but sometimes when it's a real bad day in the market,
Grandma?
I'm like, you guys have to kiss. All right. And then he's like, and then this guy comes up and says, hey, now you guys need to call the ice cream because the couch is getting warm and the cat needs tickles.
He didn't have toys growing up, so these are his toys.
Dude, relax.
Liz, I was told it was better to sell my house to buy another in June rather than now.
I don't agree with that.
So what's gonna happen in June, Lee?
In June, okay. So I don't know about June. Is it Liz? Am I talking to Liz right now? All right, Liz. Liz, I hope you're paying attention, Liz. I hope you're paying attention. Here's what they're talking about, okay? They're talking about the market. And as soon as interest rates start ticking down, and even in front of the Congress yesterday, Jerome Powell said, hey, listen, he didn't say these exact words, but we anticipate 3 interest rate reductions in 2024. Now, what's going to happen in 2024 is interest rates are going to go down, which means your buying power is going to go up. That's great news. But that $500,000 house that you were waiting to buy till June is no longer going to be $500,000 as soon as the rates start going up. It's going to be 510, 520, boom, 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 boom. It's going to keep going up. That's what's going to happen. Now, will the price of your house go up? It will also go up. But if your house goes up and the house you're buying goes up, well, that's the market. If you're buying right now and your house is a little lower, but the price you're buying is a little lower, that's the market. So if you're looking at both of these things, I'd say move now.
Thank you, Mr. Series 7.
Oh, shit. Here we go. What do you got? I missed it.
Habla español?
Un poco, but just enough to get myself in trouble. Martha speaks fluent English, fluent
Aurora
Spanish.
speaks Spanish.
Aurora
Jerry
speaks Spanish.
speaks Spanish.
Jerry speaks Spanish?
I think so.
I
But we
don't
got
know.
Spanish for you.
Okay, yeah, we got Spanish.
Michael Morales, how can I get an 800 credit score?
Pay your bills on time for 10 years.
Yeah, That's right. And then have high credit card balances. I
Oh.
mean, high limits, no balance.
Yeah, 30%.
Low balance.
Yeah, you got to actually use them a little bit, but not a lot. Yeah.
AJ, yes, it's the seller's market
You're
right now.
correct. You're correct,
I'm in
AJ.
Utah and paid $245,000 on my townhouse, and now it's valued at $456,000.
AJ, you just knocked it out of the park.
We've been
Good for
telling
you.
people this, man. This is coming
yeah.
again.
Good for you.
Again. So if
AJ.
you buy right now, you
Yeah.
can have those kinds of results.
AJ, yes. Good job, AJ.
Buying right now is not exactly optimal with interest rates above 4%. Wells Fargo, I think, is stopping HELOCs right now. I think
AJ.
market values are so overinflated.
I got news for you, man. They're not above 4%. They're not above 5%. They're not above 6%. They're above 7%. To be honest, most people that walk in with a 620 to 640 FICO, I'm pricing 7.25, 7.125. What are you pricing?
Sevens, yeah, they're
Yeah,
in sevens.
sevens, yeah. So it's not above 4. It's not above 5. It's not above 6. It's above 7.
Baby D, you know Baby D's from
Oh, Baby
Friday,
D. I
next
love
Friday.
it. I love it. I love it.
Where do I look? I'm in New Jersey. I have 600 FICO. Is there any programs for me, Baby D? Kick it, Baby D.
New American Funding has a proprietary down payment program that's 600 FICO. You need to get a hold of us, Baby D.
Jay Zer.
I like that name.
Is there any cons to go with the preferred lender in a new build?
Yeah.
Dude, hey, sit down, have a seat. Lee's about to go off on
Oh,
a tangent.
dude.
But we only got a few more minutes left in this live, man.
lenders. Oh, builders.
Actually,
Okay.
it's a... Go ahead.
Okay, builders are the nightmare. They're the devil. They're Satan. Yeah, they're builders. By the way, if I have any builder friends out there, I didn't mean you. So,
Yes, he
builder.
did. He's
Yes, I
attacking
did.
right
Yes,
now.
I did. Okay, so here's what happens.
Hearts, guys. Give us some hearts.
We get them all the time. We get builders all the time. Here's why. There's a lot of money in this game. When I say a lot of money, whatever you're thinking, double it and then add 10 grand. There's a lot of money in this game, a lot of money. So here's what the builders do. The builders build a house. And let's say they built it and it cost them $300,000 to build, okay? But they put it on the market for $500,000. So how much is their profit? $200,000. They're going to make $200,000. But they're not done there. Oh, no, 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 no. There's another side of this, the transaction side. So the real estate side. This isn't brain surgery. There's 3% on the listing side, 3% on the buyer side.
Bye, Camacho.
So 3% on the listing side, 3% on the buying side. That's 30 grand. What? 30 grand. So what they try and do is not have you have your own realtor because they want to take both sides of that commission. They want to have the selling side and the buying side. And the reason you sign in at a new build is not because they're trying to keep your name so they can sell you later. No, they're trying to cut your realtor out. Right now, today, they don't want your realtor in the house. That literally happens every single time. But here's the next step. That's $30,000 on the transaction of the real estate side. There's another side that's the lending side. And on the lending side, it gets a little more complicated, but let's just say there's 3% on the front end of a loan and 3% on the back end of a loan. The front end of the loan is the loan officer in the bank. That's us. And we get paid, and let's just say we get 3%, the bank makes 2%, we make 1%, just for easy math. So 3% on the front end, but there's 3% on the back end of the loan. And the back end of the loan is when they sell off the loan for servicing rights. And they'll make 3 all the way up to 7% in some cases. But there's a lot of money. So let's rewind the clock here and go, how much is on the real estate side? $30,000. How much is on the lending side? $30,000. Total of $60,000. So the builder built it for 300 grand, is selling it for 500 grand, and making $60,000 commission in the process. Now, in order to do that, they're going to play dirty birdie games with you, like dirty. They're going to say, hey, you have to use our lender. It's against the law. I can't do that. They're going to say you have to. Now, they can say you have to cross-qualify, and you do. That isn't against the law. But they cannot mandate that you use their lender. But you know what? They want that 60G, so they want you to use their lender. And they're going to say, hey, listen, if you use our lender, we'll throw in granite countertops and new tile floors. Can they do that? Unfortunately, they can, and they do. But they play these games, and if you're working with us, we can teach you how to work against the lender. The builder. Because here's one of their famous ones that I shoot in the foot every single time. They're like, hey, listen, you know, the average person is getting 7.25. I'm going to get you 5.25% rate. And they're like, how do you do that? It's called a 2-1 buy down. And they're going to put their money into the front of the loan, and get you 5.25 for the first year. They're going to get you 6.25 for the next year and 7.25 for the third year, which sounds good, except if you understand the market. Right now we're at 7.25, and the market's going to go like this. You are guaranteed by contract to go like this. So today you're happy, but in about 1 year, when everybody's going down and you're going up, you're going to be pissed. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to refinance. And that $20,000 that they spent in order to get the 2-1 buy down to make you think you're getting a good deal, you should have used it in a price reduction. And if you use it in a price reduction, that stays with you forever. But is the builder going to tell you that? No way. They play dirty. I'm fighting with builders all the time. But because they are the owner of the unit, the laws are a little bit different for the owner of the unit. So when they're talking as owner, they have different set of laws. Once they get into realtor, then they have to deal with all laws. Once you deal with loan officer, they have to deal with all laws. But when they're owner, it's a little bit different. So they're dirty.
So AJ, I got a question for you. Tell me why you believe this. But here's what AJ's saying. Are not 100% secure anymore. In a year, the valuations will be upside down and they'll eat a lot. Yes, you could get a better rate with your established lender than you already have with the relationship with. Okay, so why do you believe the market's going to go down? You're not right, but I want to know why you believe
you're not even close to right. Yeah. He's like, okay, so AJ,
I want a justification.
AJ,
I don't want to hear
like, AJ,
that you listen to a headline.
yes.
I want to know why you believe that.
He's like, hey, flat earther. I want to know why you think the Earth's not flat, because my water doesn't fall out of my cup. That's why.
All right, let's go fast.
Dude, okay, we're going to do speed rounds. We appreciate you guys. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We are here for you guys. Let's go.
JD, what credit score do you need for down payment assistance?
For down payment assistance, the best one we have, proprietary, is 600. Most of them are 640 or 660.
Can I combine grants with home loan?
Yes, sir, some grants you can with home loans, but the grants are usually never grants. There's a catch.
Andy the Goat, here he goes, Mr. Series 7.
We love you, Andy the Goat, man.
So
we appreciate you.
Do I buy now with high rates or wait for low rates, higher prices, Mr. Series 7?
Depends on how smart you are, Andy the Goat. If you are smart and you have a high income and good money, best time to buy is right now. Refinance later.
You're welcome, Liz. Don't forget to call us when you're ready to buy a house.
We are here for you, Liz.
Alien 62, 830 with what rates?
830.
So if you have an 830 FICO, I think they're saying
830 FICO. So 830 FICO, New American Funding is putting out that you can get a 5.75 on a 15-year or a 6.25 on a 30-year. But there is a buy down inside of that. So there's a lot to go on there.
Antonio, $20,000, 640 credit score, Arizona. How much?
How much? 200?
640, 200 grand.
200 grand?
20,000 savings. That's what I'm assuming.
How much is the income?
We don't have income.
Oh, we don't have income. I don't know. I wish I could help you.
Andy, why don't you have Jerome's job, Mr. Series 7?
Don't want it. First off, Jerome Powell. Yeah. Don't want it. Don't want it. Andy the Goat. We love you, man.
Mr.
We love you.
I
love you, Andy the Goat. Grants for VA loans. Yes, you can. Roni, you can use a HAFA with the VA loan. You can use, there's a lot of down payment assistance programs with the VA loan, but VA zero down, and you're not better off with zero down programs. Most of the time, you're better off not. And there's other ways in this market in order to handle that.
NG said, what is a down payment assistance?
Down payment assistance is when you don't have the down payment and some other program steps in and helps you get the down payment.
All right, this one was wrong. Cool. Antonio said 200,000 income.
200,000 income? Shit, you're starting at 850, probably $850,000 purchase price with no debt, and depending on your tax base. We had one come in, what, 3.4?
Oh, 3.4? Something insane.
In California,
yeah,
3.4.
Right down the street. I don't even know why that was real.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're interested in getting a house, go to the link up top, click on stand.store, apply for a home loan now, or screenshot this right now, and give us a call or text message.
We appreciate all you guys. I love you, Brian, Andy the Goat. Have a good one.